Every time.
You know you can shut off your alerts on your...
Can I at least shut off the ding?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. This is very frustrating, the dinging.
Dang.
Bang.
Dang.
So I transitioned to all Apple products this year. And it's one of my favorite things, but it's a double-edged sword because I love the fact that I can get my messages and FaceTime and do all the fun stuff off my computer. But I also get dings on my computer. So it's
Shut that thing.
right. So it's definitely a double-edged sword. It's a pain in the behind.
I shut off my alerts on my computer.
Did you really?
Yeah. Especially during any Zoom or anything like that.
Right. So Jen and I have been walking around, or like we've been going to different locations in the office to try this thing out. I think this is my least favorite. Do you see the striations coming down from the chandelier?
Striations.
Right.
See those striations?
Look at this.
Yikes. Okay, come on. We gotta...
Yep. Anyway, so there's a whole lot. I don't like this lighting. I think it might be the stuff upstairs.
Oh, the green cabinets are beautiful and the
Yeah.
backsplash is lovely.
At least there's that. So, anyway.
Good
morning, world. This is the things that we go through as we look at this. And we don't have our selfie light either because we took it home. So
we had to do Christmas photos, family pictures.
in front of the tree, and then forgot to bring it back. So, yeah. Anyway, welcome, world. So, end of year recap. We were trying to figure out what our very last real itty was going to be, what we were going to talk about today. And I think the best thing is just to talk about what our year and some of our favorite moments, and some of our least favorite moments. Who knows if we want to get too crazy?
Oh, I prepared last week's recap.
It's the last part of the year.
Wait,
So-
did I just say last year or last week?
You said last.
In my head, I said last week's recap.
I think that's what you said.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have the year to recap for you.
Well, we'll get something out of her. We like asking questions. Anyway, so we were doing last week. We were looking at our year-end numbers and just seeing where we fell with everything and seeing if we hit our goals. And we did not. We had a goal of 34 million this year with 80 transactions, and we would have met that if everything that we had under contract closed. But unfortunately, COVID, life circumstances, financing, like anything and everything that you could possibly imagine, we did lose a lot to this terrible ghost of 2020, whatever this is. And they're moving, and these people will all be moving forward in 2021. But either way, our final total for the year was 30 million in transactions, and that was just under 70 homes that we sold.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was pretty exciting.
70 families.
70 families helped. Actually, probably less because whenever I say 70 families, it always makes me laugh because I'm like, yeah, some of those are buy and sell. So it's more like 60 families.
Yeah.
But either way, 70 homes purchased and one office
Well,
building.
spin this. It's still 70 families because if you're selling,
True story.
a family's coming in and then you're buying.
Well, if we want to do that, it's actually 140 because there's two different sides to the transaction.
No. That was to make up the cushion for the buy sells.
Yeah. Two families. Good times. Anyway, so we're really excited, and we are in the midst of wrapping up our goal setting for 2021. One of the things that our team does a little bit different. Oh, thank you, Justin.
Aww.
One of the things that our team does a little bit different, whenever it comes to goal setting for the team, is we sit down with each agent individually and ask them what their goals are. Jen is stretching herself so she is the one person on the team who actually crushed her original goal pre-COVID this year, which was extremely exciting, and deserves a trip to Hawaii, which is exactly what I told her I was going to get her.
I was wondering if you remembered.
No, of course I remembered. But as soon as we're allowed to travel again, and COVID, so maybe you'll get upgraded to a nicer suite whenever we're actually allowed to travel and do something awesome again, or go to the beautiful island. But yeah, we were supposed to go to Hawaii this year. That was our team trip for anybody who met their goals. But, well, COVID.
So is next year.
So maybe we'll go to West Virginia instead.
Yikes, not a vacation. Love it there, but it's the home away from home.
I love
Ash.
you too, Ash. Yeah, but anyway, so that was very exciting. So it was funny whenever we were putting this on the spot, I was like, let's ask Jen what one of her favorite moments was from 2020.
No, thanks, Angie.
What's she say? Go Jennifer Lynch! Yeah!
I mean, I'm such a bore. Like, I never want to, point out one family that I loved helping more than any other because they're all special in their own way, right? So super cornball number of me. I'm excited that I made and followed a budget last year.
That's really a kind of a cool thing. So,
The naughty B word.
The naughty B word. I am so happy that that's one of your things, though. That almost makes me want to cry. I'm going to be an emotional Emily.
Oh, please
about
don't.
That.
I don't have time for tears
Shut
this morning,
up.
girl. I got to show it.
No, it's because whenever we sit down and we do goal setting at the beginning of the year, I talk to the agents about what's most important to them. And this year we decided to do the Dave Ramsey system. What is it called? Financial
Peace.
Financial Peace. So we decided to go through the Financial Peace University as a team, and that meant goal setting and setting budgets and all that jazz. So I'm hoping that helped with what you decided to do for the rest of the year. So that means we're doing doing something right. So yay! That's our goal with East and Ivy, is to create financially independent and wealthy individuals. So hopefully that. Well, obviously it did.
Yeah.
My heart's happy. Well, that just made it to one of my top 2020 things.
Oh, wow.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know. I was going to say. I know. Bethany told me whenever we first started doing this that she was doing it too. That her husband were. So
I
exciting.
cried a lot in some of those weeks that we were watching those. So I'm just like, I'm so overwhelmed. I can't do this. And then we took a little bit of a breather from it, and I was able to continue implementing. And every other week, I would sit down and file away my little transactions so that I didn't get to the end of the month and be like, I don't know where that money went. Everything's got to be fresh.
That's true.
Yeah,
because how can we, well, in my head, it's like, how can we be we're not the financial advisors, but how can we advise people on the largest transaction that they're ever going to make if our house isn't in order? So having that strong foundation, where we are, has always been important to me, and it sounds like it's important to you now too.
Gotta grow up at some point.
Being an adult sucks.
It's the worst.
It really is. It's kind
Not
of
really. It's great.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder. I'm like, how did we get here? I just look around. I'm like, at times I still feel like that 18-year-old, not even 16-year-old girl at my parents' house.
Well, on Aaron's 40th birthday card, I literally wrote my older sister. I wrote 40. What? When did we grow up?
You should have heard. Yeah, you should have heard them bantering back and forth whenever we were at her party. It was quite hilarious. I'm like, we are back in childhood right now.
Yeah,
super great.
Sisters. Yay.
Well, my highlight for the year, I think, was watching our team, where we started out, like knowing East and Ivy's history, and last year was a really tough year for us. And so watching us come out, and it was not tough because it was tough because it was restructuring. So I bought my past business partner out of the team, and then last year was restructuring, and it was a lot of chaos with rebuilding. So watching us literally over double our numbers, and we just watching the team grow and watching the agents grow and watching Jen hit her goals, and Will's done more business than he's ever done in the past, hiring Andrew and Angie, and now we have Q coming on, and I don't know if we're allowed to talk about the other person coming on. I mean, whatever.
Good morning, Franklin from New York.
Good morning, Franklin from New York. Speak of the devil. So the most exciting, there's a lot of exciting stuff that happened to us this year, but I think my most exciting thing is watching the team grow and seeing our dynamic shift from just being where we started to where we're coming now. I think you were talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
It's different now.
Yeah. Following systems.
Yeah. Shush you. Okay. I've been shushed until the first about our very exciting thing.
Long way from
McIntyre days, and she's my friend from the service back home in South Carolina.
So sweet.
Thanks, girl. Now she is this incredible horse trainer, and I'm like, I want to be a cowgirl. I'm
a rhinestone cowgirl.
So the fun.
Oh God, it's gonna be in my head now.
Right. As I see, for some reason, that's the biggest earworm in the world. Anyway, thank you, Holly. I love you to pieces. So yeah, any big other things for 2020 that were good? Obviously, another big thing is we opened up our office, which was super fun. Having our circus. Now we're gonna have a circus annually, in one way, shape, or form, because it was the coolest thing ever.
I'm terrible. I'm over here thinking about my personal life. I started dating again. fun, but anyway. But it was business. Like I've spent the majority of the year, like literally the first 75% of the year, just focusing on business and production and like me. Yeah. And so towards the end, I was like, I'm going to open myself up to the possibilities.
But saying that, I mean, like it all happens together, right? Like it's a waterfall effect. So you start working on one aspect of your life, and then all of a sudden everything else falls into place. So whether that like in the beginning of the year you started working on your financial your financial literacy and getting yourself together, and then a business fell into place and life fell into place, and now your personal life is falling.
Getting there.
Now her personal life is falling into place. Well, kind of. I mean, some of these jokers I keep. So she's like, can I tell them?
Sure.
It's weird. It's not weird. So there's this thing. We
gotta make this quick though. I literally have to leave in 2 minutes, so I'm not late.
So there is this service that you can become a part of in the district called It's Just Lunch. And
it's nationwide.
It is, but not in Omaha, Nebraska. Like it's only in major cities. So anyway, so in DC they have this service, and so she has been paired with some of the most interesting very no shit interesting people, and so I get to live.
Never meet normally.
Oh, good question.
Over. What would you do?
Now see, you didn't mess me up, Franklin. We'll answer that question in a second. But anyway, so she's been paired with everybody from SWAT team police officers all the way to not computer, but the programmer, the Facebook guy.
Yeah, dude who works for Facebook.
Freaking neurosurgeons. Anyway, it's a really cool service. So I'm
clearly those worked out. I'm like, oh yeah, that guy.
All right, so I'm living vicariously through Jennifer, and I'm like, who's this person that you're talking to this time? Anyway, so it's a
every 2 weeks. She's like, when's our next date?
Yeah, exactly. It's not her date. It's like, when's our next date?
Right.
Let me know.
Tonight at 5:30.
So excited.
Total dud. We'll see. Whatever. Some of the guys are really nice though. Like they'll make good friends, but yeah.
I'm like, can you at least make it work with the neurosurgeon? That's the coolest thing. It's like then he's like, well, it's not like it's brain surgery. It is.
No, why would I want to make something work with someone that I'm not attracted to?
Because I want it.
Yep. I will introduce you and see if it's okay with Will. What? Jeez.
For sure.
Anyhow. It's something kind of fun.
Yeah. So Jeanette, good morning, Jeanette.
Morning.
But Franklin says, what would you do over and differently if 2020 started over? What did you have?
I wouldn't have a month of a pity party when COVID first hit.
Yeah. I didn't see your pity party until after, though.
No. Pity party in business. I accepted. I guess pity party isn't the right word for it then. I became victim to COVID and things shutting down and people are scared and blah, blah, blah. And so I basically sat back for a month and didn't make my calls, didn't dig in my database, I wasn't working for a solid month the way that I was before and after. So I would have not let that happen.
Yeah. I think for me, because it's that whole it's the one domino that you push in the beginning and everything else falls in line. For me, my head got right whenever I started eating better. So I would have started eating better at the beginning of the year instead of waiting until November to be able to wrap my head around that and going to the gym steadily with you guys and everything. So I would have done that at the beginning of the year because I think we could have, because it all starts with the leader, right? If I would have been there and my head would have been in the right place, I think I would have been in a much better position to be the cat wrangler and everybody's cheerleader ahead of time. And I think our numbers could have been a little bit differently if I would have done that in the beginning. But
that makes sense.
Yeah. Database, Franklin says.
It's everything.
It's everything.
Is it the heartbeat of your business or the pulse of your business, whatever they say?
Right.
I should probably figure out that saying.
The numbers that we were going over last week, it was incredible looking at that because it's there's a direct relationship of how many people that were how many people that were contacting, how many people that were pushing out the different touch plans and everything else too. I'm like, bye, Jen.
I have to go.
Anyway, there's a direct relationship between who we're touching and how we're touching them versus the kind of production that we're doing. So anyway, it was really,
how we're touching.
That sounded, look, you little teenager.
In the most appropriate way
in the most
possible.
appropriate way possible. Anyway, so what is the pulse of your business? Haha. Look.
What did he say?
The pulse of your business. Haha.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, Franklin's much better with words than we are. That's why that person that we shall not name yet is going to be a great addition to Easton Ivy. Oh, anyway, so I promise you on, when's our next reality? On Tuesday? Monday? What day is it? It's Monday.
The 4th.
So on January 4th, we will even have a special guest for you with our big announcement, even though if you've been following our Facebook shenanigans, or our Instagram shenanigans rather, you already know who it is and what we're doing. But anyway,
Angie said she got
got work to do. Yeah, you do.
We got big goals 2021.
We do. Smooth. Shut up.
Y'all are the worst.
No. Anyway, we love you guys so much, and thank you for being on this incredible journey and our incredible ride with us through 2020. And 2021 is going to be even more fun.
Oh boy.
Love you all.
Buckle up, kittens.
Buckle up, kittens. We're going for a ride. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.